And just because he's not going to thank himself because he's a cool guy, thank you, Jay Patron, for hosting this week and every week into the future. What a great guy. I also want to apologize for looking like a homeless Adrian Brody who will not sexually assault Halle Berry at the Oscars, because I'm classy like that. I was at a show a few weeks ago at UMass, and it was in a bar, much like this bar, but they had the Celtics game on, and the bartender had to turn it off for the open mic because they had to turn all the lights off, and they had to make sure Shaquille O'Neal was not on the screen. By the way, Shaquille O'Neal on the Celtics, I'm so glad an Irish person is finally on the Celtics. That's just like, that's great. That's really like forward motion. And the bartender, I was at the bar ordering another drink because I can't go on stage without being completely lit. And is that the correct terminology? I'm not really sure. But the bartender, he asked this guy before he turned off the TV, he says, "Oh, are you here to watch the rest of the Celtics game, or are you here for the comedy?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm here for the comedy. I'm really excited." And the bartender's like, "Sorry if you're here for the Celtics game," just completely glossing over what the guy said. "But I have to turn off the game so these comedians can do their stupid thing." I was like, that's really mean. It's I had a punchline for that the other day, and then kind of fell through. My brother had ADD, and my mother sent him to a concentration camp. Say what you will, but he learned a lot. So, I don't consider myself a heterosexual. I consider myself a heterosensual. I just think that's like a little smoother, a little classier. I don't like make love. I smith love. I'm a love smith. Like that's like really classic. But that got me to thinking, like what happens when classic people like me decide to commit awful, unforgivable crimes, and just a woman goes in the police station and she's like, "I was sensually assaulted. I was in the park. It was after midnight, and a guy came up with me with chocolate dipped strawberries, and he fed them to me, and he rubbed a rose on my face, and it was really nice, but I didn't want it to happen. Can you find this guy and get me his number?" I read Craigslist misconnections, as I'm sure many people do, but I read them like I'm going to be there. I just keep waiting for the woman who's like, "You, the guy at 80s night at the 11s who was dancing too hard to a Violent Femmes song and knocked a drink out of someone's hand, and you were really sullen the rest of the night. Me? Beautiful. I thought you were great. So maybe give me a call sometime." It's not going to happen. It's just pathetic. I'm going to face the wall while I do this one because I'm a little ashamed bitch. Babies ruin airplanes, but black babies ruin the in-flight movie. Yeah! Don't go in there! Not that they ever play horror movies on in-flight movies, but you get it. Speaking of babies, I was with no one. I don't know why I said that, but I was in a shopping mall the other day, and these people were oohing and ahhing over a baby, which is weird because that's basically what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have a baby. It's not like a huge accomplishment. Everyone needs to calm down about that. But a woman was saying, "Oh, he has your eyebrows," and I was like, okay, that's weird. But then the mother said, he has my eyes too. You took your mother's eyes, didn't you? And she said that in that inflection, like the baby actually plucked the eyes from her face and installed them on themselves, and so it had this like little head and giant grown-up eyes. And I just thought it would be great if, and it would really help overpopulation too, I think, if the mother and the father had to take actual physical pieces of themselves and like jam them on to like the spinal cord that the hospitals provide and create like some kind of like weird Frankenstein baby who's like, I'm a mixture of my mother and my father, love me. And parents are like, they lost their tongues. was the joke. Tonight I'm going to leave you with just a thought. It's like kind of beautiful, I think. Rappers, whenever they win Grammys, and the one time they won an Oscar, they're always like, thank you, Jesus, like, thank you so much. I would just love if there was this, communist rapper who was like, yo, from each according to his ability and to each according to his means. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karl Marx. And everyone was just like, that is completely unacceptable. And just as a leaving thought, I just want to introduce this into everyone's lexicon, vocabulary. I would really love it if when anyone, male or female, not going to judge, female, fakes an orgasm, if you would call it a fogasm, I would really like that. Just to make everyone feel better about themselves, make everyone feel a little more clever. Thank you. My name is Michael McGuire.
Keep it going from Michael McGuire for finishing us out, ladies and gentlemen.